are rolling. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Fakier and welcome to my channel. So the Citroe C3 E-Cross comes in a 5-seat spec and then also the 7-seater spec, and this one costs around 354,900 Rand approximately. Do I think it's well priced? Yes. I know that you can purchase a maybe 2020-2021 VWT Cross for around 360,000 Rand. So let's get into a bit of the design of this vehicle. Now, as you can see, the car looks very much like an SUV, and you wouldn't actually tell that it's a 7-seater vehicle. I actually didn't know it at first. Also, of course, I didn't know that you do get a 7-seater variant, because this is in fact the first of its kind. Usually the C3 E-Cross actually has the 5-seater spec, so this is a bit new. You do get a little bit of an elongated end or tail end to this vehicle, but still it doesn't look like your usual MPVs like the Toyota Rumion, for example. Now also what I really like is of course that you've got these diamond alloy cut wheels, which of course make a really nice edge to it, and this time around this vehicle actually has 17-inch wheels, so that's very nice. As you can see, the grille, it is very different. Yeah, they're calling it aggressive, but I think what stands out of course is the Citroe logo, and then of course you've got your kind of very different edgy LED lights. Also, something I must mention is that there is a 200mm ground clearance, and I also like the fact that the roof rails are standard. And then of course, as you could see, the rear boot, you've got these kind of small on the rear lights, you've got tail lights, you've got these small arrows details, which is of course very nice. Overall, it is looking pretty awesome in terms of offering starting at around 344,000 Rand. What do you think? Anyway, let's go inside and talk about the interior. Now that we spoke about the design of the vehicle, let's talk about what the drive experience is like. So you've got a 1.2 liter turbo engine, petrol engine that is, and it pushes out around 85 kilowatts of power and 205 Newton meters of torque. Now, saying that, I must mention to you, I took this vehicle like on the highway, hospital bend. If you are in Cape Town, that this highway is quite popular, famous, and I didn't have any lag or any kind of sluggish experience. It's obviously not a power horse. This car is built for families, and of course, let me mention, I showed you earlier the boot, but that 444 liters of boot capacity is just massive, absolutely massive. And you know, this steering wheel is really a good size. It's really comfortable. Leather steering wheel. I like the fact that it's not small or compact, and I think Citroe is doing the right things within this segment. Of course, I also have to mention that you do get cloth seats, and I really like this nifty little armrest. So yes, you don't get your compartment box here, but I think this armrest is extremely comfortable. You also get a very stylish, very crisp and bright LCD infotainment system, and yeah, it's a 10-inch display with Apple CarPlay, and that's wireless as well, and Android Auto, which is of course really awesome at this price segment. It does have a USB Type A port, not USB Type C, but I mean, other than that, it has a power socket. This car is definitely giving you bang for your buck in terms of tech, in terms of comfort. I really like that the roof or the ceiling of the interior is not on top of me, and I'm not really short, particularly short, and I'm not very tall, like 1.75 I think, and I feel quite good in this car. And then also I want to mention the interior's design. So as you can see, you've got these kind of pixelated small cubic design on the dash, which is of course very nice, and they really play on the kind of textures of the interior, and it doesn't feel too cheapy, you know, it feels good. You're not going to feel like you're driving an affordable vehicle. especially an affordable family vehicle, I would say that it's priced really well. I mean, this in comparison to what a Polo can offer you in terms of if you have a family, this car is it. People that drive Citroens, you're obviously wanting to be different. You want to kind of add like something differentiated to your garage, and this car is doing exactly that. So I think that's where Citroen really hit the nail on the head. Now also I have to mention the drive experience. I mentioned earlier it's not sluggish. You can see that this car is actually going to give you around, let me check. Okay, so it's gonna get you around, okay, I'm driving urban, so it shows 9 liters per 100 kilometers, but I know that I did take it on a longer trip over the weekend, and it did get me around 8.5, so that's pretty good in terms of fuel consumption. And I think overall I love that it gives you the digital cluster, so it makes you feel that your car is very up to date, which is of course an added plus, because people that purchase at this segment are looking for bang for your buck. I also need to show you, as you can see the back of the car, you can see that you've got really good space in terms of the 7-seater features. So yes, it's a 7-seater vehicle, but the functionality of it is actually functional, and I think that is a game changer. The parcel shelf for the boot, I feel like it could be an added extra, or maybe you can purchase it with the car, I'm not sure, but I would love that, because when I put things in the boot of my car, I want to kind of have it covered, you know. But overall, the Citroen C3 Aircross PureTech is a very punchy, nifty, functional, family-oriented vehicle, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody purchasing in the new car segment, looking for a differentiated offering from the vehicles out here in South Africa. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you subscribe and catch me on the next one. Peace.